Before we start the video, it's time for the KOG Boy roll call. This is for all the people who are supporting me as a KOG member of the month, and I appreciate ya. So big shout out to Ryan McDonough and my boy Kato Senpai. You guys are awesome, just saying. How's it going, guys? aRenG Live here once again. Konami is dropping everything on us, dude. I swear, they gave us a new ban list. They gave us a new box that we are looking at right now. Also, Blair has become, I think, unlockable, so that's cool. I'm gonna be unlocking her in a second, but that's probably not gonna be in a video. I don't know. I probably don't have time for it. But yeah, the only thing is, this box is gonna be dropping on February the 29th. This is gonna be a leap year box. Which sucks because I think it's a Saturday, and that is my Saturday tournament. So mods, this is my notice. I don't think I'm gonna be able to have that stream that day because I have to focus on the new box. So I don't know, dude. We might have to reschedule or something, which kind of sucks because it is a sponsored tournament. But yes, so the new box is here. We're gonna be taking a look at all the cards in it. I don't know what's in here except for these two guys that are just peeking down here. Look at these little guys, dude. Dude, JD is in here. Oh, that's kind of crazy. But yes, we have the Blue Eye Spirit Dragon on as the main flagship card of the box. So that looks pretty cool, but whatever. Without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at all the URs and SRs, and we're gonna see what are the best cards in Judgement Force. Okay, first things first, we got Blue Eye Spirit Dragon over here, one of the URs of the box. But here's Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. I think this guy might be a Dark Magician Hunter for the most part. Let's see. Needs a 1 tuner, 1 or more non-tuner Blue Eyes monsters, so of course you're going to be playing it in Blue Eyes. It is a level 3, 6, and 9, so a level 1 tuner and a Blue Eyes, so not bad. It says neither player can special summon 2 or more monsters at the same time. So bam, there goes your navigation. Navigation is no longer able to activate and summon 2 monsters. So immediately we have every other deck in the game was hit in some way, and now they're not going to hit Dark Magicians, but they're going to give us support that basically says, oh yeah, you wanted to play Dark Magicians? How cute. My deck completely hard counters yours. So there you go, guys. It looks like you're going to have to buy this deck if you want to stop Dark Magician. So rip, dude, rip indeed. So Blue Eyes is back, dude. Once per turn during either player's turn, when an effect of a card in the graveyard is activated, you can negate the activation. Dude, I'm telling you, this card was meant to just completely destroy navigation, dude. This is a GPS killer right here, dude. So basically, Blue Eye Spirit Dragon is meant to either just stop navigation from activating on the field and stop navigation from activating in the grave, which is just, oh man, that's crazy. You can just negate them for free. Also, it has another effect, by the way. During either player's turn, you can tribute this Synchro Summon card, special summon 1 Light Dragon Synchro monster from your extra deck in defense position, except Blue Eye Spirit, of course, except another copy of itself, but destroy it during the end phase of this turn. Now, what you're gonna want to summon is Azurize. You're gonna want to go Azurize. Azurize has the ability, when it's summoned, it can pretty much protect itself from destruction. So I don't know, but maybe Azurize doesn't get destroyed, and therefore then Azurize could just revive Blue Eyes back in the grave, and you can just keep piling on the damage and just keep messing with your opponent, which is kind of crazy. This is a 2500 attack monster, so at least it's not as strong as a Blue Eyes, but I can definitely see somebody just sitting on this card, putting it in defense, and just completely shutting down a Dark Magician player. Next up, we got Michael, the Arch Lightsworn. This guy is a UR, of course, dude. You guys know, for everybody who played Lightsworn in the TCG, at least the Lightsworn structure deck, gave us a bunch of tuners and synchros. Michael, one of the best synchros. Once per turn, you can pay 1,000 life points, target 1 card on the field, banish that target. When this card is destroyed, you can target any number of other Lightsworn monsters in your grave, shuffle them into the deck, and if you do, you gain 300 life points for each returned card. So it's an anti-mill thing, which is kind of cool. I mean, you've already milled a lot of cards. You're like, oh crap, I'm about to deck out, especially in Duel Links. If this guy dies, he puts them all back, and he heals your life points, which is pretty cool. So not bad right there. Also, it does say once per turn during your end phase, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. So it still mills. So it mills and it does a whole anti-mill thing. So pretty cool. Michael is actually really strong because he can just banish things. He does target though. He probably won't be able to stop Cocytus. But yeah, Michael is a really good card actually. Next up, we got Ibigishki Soul Ogre. what is this, dude? I was expecting something else, actually, because when I scrolled down, I saw something that I was like, holy crap, it's here. But Evagishki Soul Ogre, the ritual stuff is here. By the way, we got a new, like, a new announcement that Konami's, like, selling a new pack that gives you Sonic Bird and Senju or whatever, which I think is hilarious. They're just like, hey, guys, hey, look at this ritual box. We're gonna give you a bunch of cool ritual monsters. Here, you can buy this deal. You know they're gonna hit something, dude. Something's gonna happen after. This is exactly what they did with Galaxy Cyclone, dude. They gave us a Galaxy after you pay for it. Then they're gonna like ban Sonic Bird or Senju. They're gonna put them on the limited to 3 list. I guarantee it, dude. Which is kind of funny. So, Evagishki Soul Ogre basically says you can ritual summon this card with any Gishki ritual spell card. Once per turn, you can discard 1 Gishki monster to target 1 face-up card on your opponent controls. Shuffle that target into the deck, dude. It has to be face up. That's the only downside, so it's not as like completely OP and busted as our boy Erebus, the Monarch, and the Mega Monarch, or whatever, the big Monarch guy. Dude, Erebus is just absolutely busted. This guy, though, I mean, he is a very large stat boy. You can bring him out. He's a really, really big boy, and he's able to pretty much target any 1 face-up card and just put it right back into your opponent's deck, which is kind of crazy. And you do discard Gishki monsters and put them in the grave, which, if I remember correctly, Gishkis are all about just recycling their grave over and over, and just completely just recycling everything. So that doesn't really matter, to be honest. So if a Gishki Soul Ogre is going to be really, really strong boss monster for their deck. Maiden with Eyes of Blue, another structure deck card right now, dude. She is awesome because I think she can't be targeted or attacked. If you were to attack her or target her, she summons Blue Eyes from anywhere, and she's just really, really OP. I remember she was like the bane of everyone's existence. Everybody hated Maiden. They're just like, ah, God, Maiden, I guess I lose. Judgement Dragon is finally in the game, dude. JD is here, and this is kind of insane. So JD is the the classic boss monster for Lightsworns. We've been waiting to get Judgement Dragon, and here it is in a main box, of course, dude, of course. Cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned from your hand by having 4 or more Lightsworn monsters with different names in your graveyard, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. You pay 1,000 life points, destroy all other cards on the field. Literally Black Roses. It can just Black Rose blow up everything on the field except for itself. This guy actually survives. Then he just attacks directly, which is kind of insane. And once per turn during your end phase, send the top 4 cards of your deck to the grave. So, yeah, man, Judgement Dragon is kind of insane because you summon him, pay 1,000, and unless he gets negated, he's probably gonna win that turn. Because I know for a fact, I know Lightsworns are probably going to do some crazy shenanigans to summon more monsters out. They're going to go JD, they're going to wipe the board, and they're going to summon like a Chaos Sorcerer or something. I don't know, something weird. Yeah, that's going to be a thing, dude. Judgement Dragon is in the game, dude, and I'm hyped. We got more Gladiator Beast support, by the way. Hey, we got Gladiator Beast Vespasius? However you say it, dude. I actually didn't even know this card was a thing in the TCG. But pretty cool. So this is a level, what, 6? Is this 6 or a 7? This is a 7, dude. This is a big boy. But it says, at the start of the damage step, if your Gladiator Beast monster battles... Wait, what? If your Gladiator monster battles a monster... Ooh, okay. You can special summon this card from your hand, dude. Alright, not bad. You can only use the effect of this guy once per turn. While you control this card, special summoned by the effect of a Gladiator Beast monster. So when this has been tagged out and summoned by another Gladiator Beast, it gets this current effect. All monsters you control gain 500 attack. Interesting. Nice. It's just a general boost. So this is a 2800 beater if it's summoned with another Gladiator, like through another Gladiator tag out effect. So you can literally go like turn 1. Big boss monster, and it's just a 2800 beater. It powers up all your monsters by 500, and it can summon itself from the hand, so not bad. I mean, when it summons itself from the hand as an extra hit, it's pretty crazy. It basically gives Glads more OTK factor, because now they can attack with 1 and then summon this guy and attack again. And yeah, next up we got Dragoonity support, dude. We got Dragoonity Kuz. Interesting. This is one of the newer Dragoonity cards that I actually, I've heard faintly about it. I know we were getting new Dragoonity stuff. I know we got a link as well, but that ain't gonna be in Duel Links. But we got this card, which is literally, I think, Phalanx, but better. Which is kind of funny. But it says, cannot be used as synchro material except for the synchro summon of a Dragoonity monster, which, I mean, you're gonna have to go for Dragoonities now that we have their level 10 and all this other stuff. Unfortunately, you cannot use this to go into Red Dragon Archfiend, Stardust, anything that's not a Dragoonity. So at least there's that, in which case it doesn't completely replace Phalanx. So there you go. Another beautiful thing about this card, it says this card on the field can be treated as a level 4 monster when used for a synchro summon. So if you have a Vajrayana already and you have this equipped, effect number 2, by the way, if this card is currently equipped to a monster, special summon this equipped card, dude. Free special summon, just like Phalanx. So that's pretty cool. And so, and actually, I don't even know about the ruling on this guy. Is it if this card is currently equipped to a monster? Is that a quick effect? Is that like super fast? But let me know in the comments what you guys think about this card. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It can summon itself. It can be a level 2 or level 4 monster. It can synchro into with Vajrayana. It can make a direct level 10. So there you go. Dragoonity Kuz is kind of insane. Glow Up Bulb is in the game finally, dude. We actually have access to it. So if, for everybody who doesn't know, Glow Up Bulb is an iconic card. It's a really good card. It's just one of those like one-ofs that's really good. And I say one of because you can only use the effect of Glow Up Bulb once per duel. Which is, it's literally on the card. But if this card, it basically says, if this card is in the graveyard, you can send the top card of your deck to the grave, and if you do, special summon this card. So, you mill a free card, put it in the grave, which a lot of mill decks kind of want to do. Dude, even what are they, like Dark Lords? Even Dark Lords might want to benefit from this. Just a free level 1 tuner that comes out of nowhere and synchros with their big Dark Lord monsters. Yeah, man, they might want this now that their deck is completely Shrek'd without their waifu. So they're going to need some options. So Glow Up Bulb is just one of those cards you can probably splash into almost any deck, and it's just a really good level 1 tuner. Next up, we got Kaiser Vorse Raider, who is a UR, even though I don't think this guy should be a UR. I mean, he's an okay Unga Bunga card, but aside from that, that's pretty much all he is. It says if you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand, which basically makes him a slightly weaker Cyber Dragon. So cool. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, this card gains 500 attack. If this card is destroyed by battle, that monster that destroyed it loses 500 attack. It's literally an attack boost, attack decrease Unga Bunga monster. And I don't think it's that good of a UR, so there's that. But whatever, dude. I don't think this card is worth the UR status, to be honest. This could have been an SR. And speaking of SRs, it is time for the SRs. We got Lunalight Saber Dancer. So Lunalights are in the game, and I know for a fact Lunalights are kind of insane. Like, if we have all the Lunalight support, I think this deck could be really crazy. I know Lunalights are like really busted, and I know for a fact they're like the favorite deck of Mega Capital G. If you guys have watched him on YouTube, that was like his favorite archetype. So you know they're good if an actual Yugi tuber is like, that's their hands down favorite deck. So yeah, and they're really good, but I don't think we have their like most busted card. Maybe. I don't know, dude. I'm also not an expert with Lunalights. But this one basically says you need 3 Lunalight monsters. Dude, is this the actual boss? Must be fusion summoned, gains 200 attack for each Beast Warrior type monster that is banished or in the graveyards. Holy crap. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Amazing, dude. That makes it so good. That makes it so good. So cool. That means they're gonna have to kill it with a Mirror Wall, or maybe even Wall of D. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from the grave, then target 1 fusion monster you control. It gains 3,000 attack. Oh my goodness, 3,000 attack until the end of this turn. You can only use the effect of this Whammon once per turn. So, whew. This card is kind of insane, dude. She's just all about helping out her buddies and making them 3,000 when they attack. And also, since it is an attack gain thing, I don't know, but it might be that fast where you can just use it as a quick effect. I'm not sure. Sage with Eyes of Blue. So we're back on the Blue Eye support. Sage is pretty cool, actually. I think we might potentially be seeing him in some decks, or at least Blue Eyes decks, because it says when this card is normal summon, you can add 1 level 1 tuner monster from your deck to your hand, except himself. So the fact that you can normal summon him and get a free search, that's pretty good. I mean, he is a 0 attack, but don't worry about that. It says you can discard this card, then target one effect monster you control, send it to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon one Blue Eyes monster from your deck. So yeah, and you can only use the effect of this guy once per turn. So there you go. So he is a hard once per turn. You can go into Blue Eyes for free by discarding him, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, I think he's all right. I think he's definitely worth SR status because he's nowhere near as good as Maiden, dude. Or maybe in certain circles, I'm not sure. But I think Maiden is just hands down just super annoying. Raiden is in here, dude. Raiden, Hand of the Lightsworn, is in the game. It says during your main phase, you can send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard. If any of those were monsters, were Lightsworns, you basically gain a 200 attack boost until the end of your turn. So he becomes a 1900 beater, which is cool. Mainly he's good because it doesn't restrict your mills to just the end phase, meaning you can mill during your like main phase, so you can mill a wolf or whatever and special summon the wolf, actually use the wolf on that one turn. So that's why he's pretty good, pretty cool. Also the fact that he's a warrior tuner over here, dude. He is a legit level 4 tuner, so he is gonna be the one that you're gonna be wanting to revive with what's her name, Lumina or something, to go into your Michael. So that's why he's good. Also in the end phases, he does mill top 2 cards of the deck to the grave. This card is just really good. I would use this in Chaos Dragons. This card was just awesome. And it is time for the Luna Light monsters. We got Yellow Martin over here. So here's the thing, I don't know too much about Luna Lights. All I know is that they're like crazy fusion fast, and they can OTK really hard and hit insanely hard. So it says if this card is in your hand or grave, you can target one Luna Light card you control, except herself, or another copy of herself. Return it to the hand, and if you do, special summon this card in defense position. Interesting. Effect number 2, it says if this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, which is contradictory to the other one because it wouldn't be sent to the grave. It would be banished if it was summoned by his original or her original effect. You can add one Luna Light spell or trap from your deck to your hand, which is insane. It's really good. And they're basically not going to want to target her. You can only use the effect of her once per turn. So there you go. She's pretty much a searcher. She's all right, I guess. We got Gishki Shadow over here, who, if I remember correctly, was this guy the searcher for the for the ritual spell? If you ritual summon exactly one water ritual monster with a card effect that requires the use of monsters, this card can be used as the entire requirement. So bam, this guy is basically a full-on ritual fodder, and you can discard this card to add one Gishki ritual spell card from your deck to your hand. That's what makes him good, dude. So Gishki Shadow is a pretty good way to search them ritual spells. So do you even need Sonic Bird and Senju? Probably not, but you never know, dude. Next up, we got Orcas, Harp, Horror. Orcas are in the game. I guess at least a few of them are. Speaking of which, we haven't even covered some of the main cards that I was like super worried about, or at least thinking about, which is Nekroz. Nekroz, I know for a fact they're in here, but I'm assuming they're like a completely free-to-play archetype, and at least until we get Brio. When we get Brio and maybe even Trishula, that's when the game's gonna get crazy. Implying they're not like rares or normals, that would be just insane. But Orcas, Harp, Horror. Let's see. You can banish this card from the graveyard. Special summon one Orcas monster from your deck, except himself. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except Darks. So, bam. If they're a Dark archetype, then cool. I don't know too much about Orcas, but I'm assuming they're a dark deck. You can only use the effect of this guy once per turn. So, bam. Free summon from the deck. That's kind of good. I like it. So, not bad. Ooh, this is where we get kind of crazy, dude. Charge of the Light Brigade is in this game, and it's not even limited. It's not even limited, dude. In the TCG, this card was limited. It was at 1, dude. That's how good this card is. Basically, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Add one level 4 or lower Lightsworn monster from the deck to the hand. That makes it so good. It literally, it's like, I need whatever. I need Lila this turn. I need Raiden this turn. Depending on what you need, you just mill 3 cards, which is already amazing for Lightsworn. They want to do that first of all. So Charge of the Light Brigade is amazing. I know that's going to be like a 3 of, because this card is, if you can abuse it at 3, yes, dude, go ahead. but I feel like you better run a 30 card deck, dude. It's gonna mill super hard. Next up, we got Nekroz Kaleidoscope. So here we go. We got their ritual spell right now. Interesting. So we got Nekroz ritual spell. It's an SR, so they're not completely free to play. I mean, they still technically are. If you can get your hands on 1 or 2 copies of this, you could probably abuse it. But that says if this card can be used to ritual summon any number, nani, of Nekroz ritual monsters, tribute 1 monster from your hand or field, or send 1 monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. Also, after that, ritual summon any number of Nekroz monsters whose total levels equal exactly the level of that monster. Holy crap, dude. What is the highest level monster? We got like 12. Send a 12. You can summon what, like 2 6s? Oh yeah, 2 6s is definitely possible. Oh yeah, definitely, dude. I don't know if we're gonna have the like level 4 Nekroz. I don't think that's a thing. So like a level 4 and a level 8. But I don't know, dude. I don't know what we would probably use this for. But you can summon anything. You can only use the effect of this card once per turn. If you control no monsters, you can banish this card and 1 Nekroz monster from your grave. Add a Nekroz spell from your deck to your hand. Dude, this card is kind of insane. So as you can see, this card is going to give a lot of power. Also, if you look carefully, you see that Trishula, I think Brio, and Gungnir are behind it, which I think is cool. Or is that the wolf? I don't know. I'm assuming it's Gungnir and Brio. So it's a very, very good card, and I want to try Nekroz, dude. And then we got Gradles in here, dude. By the way, Gradles are another like free-to-play deck in here, in this box, I mean. So Gradles are in here. They're like the little alien deck, and I think they're all about stealing your opponent's monsters. It says you can target 1 other Gradle card you control and 1 card your opponent controls, destroy them. During your end phase, you can add 1 Gradle card from your deck to your hand. You can only use 1 Gradle impact effect because it's continuous per turn, and only once that turn. So interesting. So it's just some searcher destroys stuff, so that's pretty cool. One of yours, one of your opponents. So it's like kind of like a Tretch every turn, dude. That's kind of insane. It's implying that you can get them out, and it's super easy. So yeah, Gradles are kind of interesting. And Gladiator Beast Charge is this the last one? It might be the last one. I think there might be 1 more SR. So Gladiator Beast Charge over here says target face-up cards on the field up to the number of Gladiator Beast monsters you control with different names and destroy them, dude. Oh my goodness, this isn't like that not Thunder, that Cyber Dragon trap. The Cyber Dragon trap, I think, doesn't target, which makes it really, really OP. But this card does definitely target them, but it's kind of crazy that you can just, like, destroy 3 or 2. It's pretty much their own version of Tretch. So, whoo, Gladiator Beast Charge, by the way. Looking pretty spicy. Alright, I like it. Okay, and the last SR in this box, we got World Legacy Pawns, which the art on the World Legacies are just so good, dude. They're telling a whole story and everything. But yes, so World Legacy Pawns, you can target 1 face-down monster you control, change it to face-up attack or defense position. So pretty cool. Just activate that whenever you want. It's continuous. You can basically say, hey, my face-down, it's face-up now. Kind of like Final Battle. So pretty cool. You can shuffle 1 crawler monster from your graveyard into the main deck. Then target 1 face-up monster you control, change it to face-down defense. It literally is playing this game, dude. It's like, okay, I make my monster go face-up, or yeah, I make my face-down card face-up, I get its effect, maybe destroy 1 of your things, do something. Now, whenever I need it, oh, let me put my crawler back into the deck, put it back face-down. Do you want to flip it again, my dude? You want to get his effect twice? It's like, yeah, it puts your opponents in that situation. It's kind of crazy, and you can just keep doing that. So you could abuse it just every turn, which is kind of insane. Because you can flip it up for free, but you got to pay a cost to flip it back face down. So at least there's that. But yeah, change it to face down defense. You can only use the effect of this card once per turn and only once that turn. So yeah, it's basically a hard once per turn. And yeah, so there you go. And that's pretty much this card, which is support for crawlers and world legacy and all this other stuff. That they're their own archetype, dude. So yeah, there you go, guys. That is pretty much all the cards in this box. I don't want this video to be like super long, so I'll probably try to cut it down as much as I can. But yeah, let me know what you guys are most excited to play. I'm gonna be scrolling through some of the cards that you might be seeing. Look at these cards, dude. Boom, Judgement Dragon, Synchro, what? Yeah, Lunar Lights, Gladiator Beast. What is this deck, dude? What is this box? I mean, Nekroz over here. Finally, we see the Nekroz. They're kind of insane. But yeah. Nekroz are in here, but whatever. Let me know what you guys are excited to play from this box, and the fact that it's dropping on Saturday, so I don't know when it's dropping, so holy crap, dude, I'm gonna have to like really be on my toes to catch this box release, but whatever, that's pretty much that. And if you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, share, and subscribe for more dueling shenanigans. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today. Have a great day, and see you.